one game-winning, potential game-winning game here for Gaming Gladiators, and here to set the tone for North America.
Y'all hear that, guys? Private said, thankfully, no Hanabi. Right? You know, the two teams that we do see the Hanabi come out is going to be DA and potentially Bloodhounds with Ooga Booga on it. But most definitely, DA has been the one that's showing on that. It's not going to be this match, but maybe potentially next match, Private. But going back to it, you know, we take a look at some of the emblems. You do have a concussive blast this time around with a tank emblem on Tarzan. So he decides to switch up his strategy here, right? He wants to go for a little bit more tanky, a little bit more utility, a little bit more sustained focus compared to kind of the support with the Impure Rage and the Brute Force build. So just a little bit change up in that build. Yes, Roger goes into that jungle, letting the taunt, having the flicker or the purify, just an extra spell to get him out of harm's way. I think it's a good decision. Once again, Roger just a little bit more stronger, but back on the mid side, you said the aggression, definitely aggression here so far.
Yeah, Shark doing a good job, and I want to say both teams doing a good job, both with their support and mid. Or actually, no, it's yeah, they're trying their best to kind of keep the waves here, the wave control here, so that they can rotate a little bit early. Unfortunately, Mark Cutie takes a little bit too much damage. He's not going to be able to rotate. He's going to have to go back home, and that's going to kind of set the tone for Gaming Gladiators to be able to maybe potentially find themselves a pick before this first turtle.
Yeah, I mean, Private, it's all about the little things that matter, right? The little wave management, the little rotations, the timing where, hey, I'm gonna rotate into the XP lane, or I'm gonna hide into the bush, or get this wave clear fast. But top side here, already aggression, you talked about it, right? Be aggressive on Fried Chicken early on. Get maybe a pick off. He's prone to a lot of the dives, a lot of the aggressions early on, and I think A77 definitely have a better strategy here.
Ooh, Black Dragon is out. Fried Chicken looking for a target. Locks on the Mark Cutie. Mark Cutie's going to use that flicker to get himself away. Is able to find a kill onto two members. And that's going to go ahead and set the tone for this next turtle. It is now a 2v or a 3v5 game. 2v4 at this turtle right now. Hoon coming in. Tarzan getting slowed down, looking for a stun. Appraiser's Wrath. Tarzan able to snatch up this turtle. He's looking for an escape. They are locked onto Cutie. Mar comes in with the Minoan Fury, able to set up a beautiful escape for Area 77, and suddenly there are signs of life in the extraterrestrials.
Not bad, right? Not bad. The signs of life has been shown. A little bit of greatness coming out from Tarzan, able to get the retribution with the bonk coming through. Lots of damage there, lots of potential, but when you look at kind of like that team fight that got drawn out, the side of Gaming Gladiators to be able to stack the Yuzong up with the Angela paired up with the Minoan's Fury just in the right moment took off not only the flicker but the lives of Mark Cutie. And it was a very, very tough fight for the side of A77 to take, especially since they didn't get the early aggression that they were looking for the Yuzong. Now we're going to kind of this mid game where every single objective, the Black Dragon is going to be coming up. It's going to be extremely hard to deal with. But one thing that is in favor this time around compared to the last game is that ISO. He's doing quite well in the boss side. If not, he's doing much better compared to before. There's no early deaths. The 1v1 hasn't been too bad, and Shark here getting picked.
Unfortunately, that is a tank. They're still looking for the damage. Heartguard is on there, and that is going to be just enough to save Shark. And that is unfortunate for Area 77. They came in with the I'm Offended, and at the top, Yureshi actually gets a Heartguard of his own. That's going to save him. He's looking for a kill onto Fried Chicken. Black Dragon is out. Are they going to be able to find the damage? They are not. So pretty uneventful for both sides of the lanes here for both teams.
I would kind of have to comment a little bit undisciplined coming out from both of our teams, right? One, early aggression on the boss side. Shark already knew that that bush was filled with enemies there. They burned the heart guard early, right? A77 on the other hand, they had to burn the heart guard on the top side paired up with the Black Dragon. So I think it's a little bit of an advantage for the side of A77 here, especially with no Black Dragon available. And you know, technically no heart guard on Hoon just yet so far. So A77 theoretically should be able to get this with no problem. But again, a lot of ultimates have been used already.
Yeah, best player coming in looking for an opportunity. Just just like that,
Oh
able
my.
to scoop it up, and no Fury is out. Heartguard saves the best player, and Area 77 unable to answer back.
And everyone walks out, Private. Like, what is this? They had a two-man little unit coming through with best player getting the retribution off. Shark being the last one leaving into that team fight. Flickers completely clean. Gaming Gladiators lose no member with a disadvantage in numbers, able to get the retribution. That's bad news for the side of A77. They have to find a way to be able to get back into this game, Private.
Yeah, right now you can start seeing Yureshi already does lose his tower. That's very early at the 5-minute mark. Best player putting on some damage. I mean, the team fight there, I mean, it's just... You're exactly correct. Best player just walked into it, able to get the retry, and then Shark securing the escape. As we have another here, a lot more damage coming onto Mark Cutie, but they are able to kind of create that distance.
Yeah, so it does seem like the new Roger build. A lot of people like going for that wind into the endless, maybe even into the BOD that ISO did in the very first match here. So a little bit of a build difference here. Shark getting pinned a little bit, but you know, there's not going to be that much damage output from the side of A77 yet, just so far in top side here. Yureshi, you're talking about him earlier, gets picked off by the combination of the Angela and the Black Dragon.
Yeah, I mean, we were talking about Zaman Force is out for ISO. No Fury looking, catches two members, and now focusing on the JQD. Appraiser's Wrath is out as well. Hoon finds himself a kill with the Hearts Guard. Black Dragon into the back lines, looking for a kill on the Mark Cutie. Fried Chicken able to find it as Tarzan finds a kill onto Shark and two members, Area 77. Tarzan gets taken out next. ISO fighting for his life. Another Zaman Force comes down, but it is not enough. Best player cleans house.
Another clean sweep from the side of Gaming Gladiators. And what's interesting is that they actually had Hoon on the top side the whole entire time, pushing out that wave. And then suddenly Hoon's back here in business.
Oh man, nowhere is safe right now. JQ needs to be very careful, especially because we've seen how far best player can dive into enemy lines with that Lycan Pounce and the Heart Guard combination. He dives just like that underneath the tower with the Heart Guard secured with Hoon at his heels.
And, you know, we honestly thought that A77 kind of had more of, you know, a fighting chance, especially with a lot of the uproars of them doing great in scrims. But this time around, they're getting quite dominated in pretty much all areas of the match. I think their draft is quite decent, but they're just losing out in some of these rotations. The side of GG is just playing so extremely clean, so efficient, and every little small skirmishes, they're just getting wins on wins. 9-1 is the overall. They've only dropped one death 8 minutes in and completely destroyed everyone in the side of A77.
Ooh, best player actually a little almost caught out of ways, but that's just the value you get. This is, I mean, I was talking about how much I missed seeing a Roger jungle. How quick, oh, Fried Chicken, just the mechanical ability there. Not even afraid. Appraiser's Wrath comes out, he's like, nah, just dives behind Tarzan, evades the entire thing, and still up here against two members.
Conceal.
Now the rest of the team in tow. Fried, his days are not long for him.
Finally get one for the side of A77. They had to send 5 members onto the top side. That's good, right? You know, A77 able to get a kill here and there, prolonging the match a little bit. Best player, though, might be caught out in a very bad situation, but I think he's turning that around even just with the Heart Guard himself.
Ooh, Minoan Fury does catch, and Mark Cutie does go down. This, I mean, this is what we saw, I want to say, like 2 years ago, the Hearts Guard and the Roger. I mean, it's just such a lethal combination, and how aggressive you can be with it. There's nowhere safe, especially under the tower. You can see here, Yureshi trying to put some damage on the best player, who is looking for an escape, but he's not really scared. He out-levels them by about 3 levels right now. So, I mean, he's not really afraid of them. Fly Chicken getting zone out. The rest of them, Shark doing a good job of just creating this wall in himself for the rest of Area 77. It provides more than enough room for best player to pick up this Lord.
It does seem like they're like, you know, the Black Dragon was used I feel like a little bit prematurely, you know, potentially GG could bait out the side of A77 to see if they even want to contest this objective, right? Save the Black Dragon, look for a team fight, potentially even get some pickoffs that they are looking for. And if A77 do fall for the trap, right, they're going to lose members trying to get the Lord. And if not, the side of GG both can have the Black Dragon available and get it. But Hoon here, there's no way he's going to be able to play this, huh?
Oh my gosh, we were just talking about mechanical ability. I know best player gets the kill there, but Hoon, the way he dodged those dashing punches from Paquito there on Yoreshi, I know the frustration is starting to set in. Minnow and Fury is out, followed by the Black Dragon into the back line. Tarzan able to get away, but ISO pays for it with his life. Another pop-up on the JQT, who is not long for this. Tarzan looking like he is next up on the line, but is going to dash himself to safety. Zia comes in with the entropy, finishes off the last two members of Area 77. That is a wipe. It's just Yoreshi left, and I do not think this is it's going to matter. This is going to be a clean sweep for Gaming Gladiators against Area 77.
Oh man, Private.